Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra's lair. I'm your host, Larry, and we're back for some more Warframe action with another Plains of Eidolon kind of mini tutorial thing, talking about the Plague Star event currently going on inside of the Plains of Eidolon expansion. If you're unfamiliar with the Plague Star event, ostensibly what happened about a week or so ago is a massive infested tumor has crash-landed in the middle of the Plains of Eidolon. It looks like a giant pimple that's clearly brimming with infested, and our mission is to use some Thrax Toxin confiscated from the Grineer in order to try and kill it. So essentially, the way that this whole mission goes is you go over to Kanzu, and he's like, yo, there's like this infested plague going on in the Plains of Eidolon, and I'd really appreciate it if you kept them from infesting the entire planet, and I'll pay you for it. And the whole idea here is you go out into the plains, and the moment you spawn out there, you're sent to one of the Grineer caves. Depending on what time of day you do it, it kind of changes randomly. You'll be sent to one of 4 different caves. Although technically there's supposed to be 5, we still have yet to experience the 5th mysterious Grineer cave door in the plains. And then once you're inside of here, there is going to be a Grineer base of sorts, deep underground, that has a Thrax Toxin dispenser. It kind of looks like that Gronkle substance that you find on the surface. It's glowing bright yellow. You just pull out a container of that and head back to the surface. Once on the surface, it'll send you to one of the locations where you would typically do one of the vault bounties. And then you open up the vault, and inside is a fancy, prancy mixing station. Defend it for around 2 minutes, and you'll have the toxin, which you can then take to a drone escort mission, inject into the boil, and you'll just have to fend off a few waves of never-ending infested before the mission completes and you can head back to Cetus. Now, once you've started to farm things, you will have the option of doing one of 2 things. Once you increase your reputation with the event standing, you'll be able to create what is called Eidolon Phylaxis, which is a little juice made from the different fruits and animal parts that you collect inside of the Plains of Eidolon, which is supposed to mimic sentient biology. If you put 4 of those into the mixology machine when you are defending it from the various critters that come try to attack you, then you'll get a bunch of extra reputation when you actually complete the bounty or the event. This makes farming to get the event maxed out, to get all the goodies, a whole heck of a lot easier. It's worth noting that the only way that you can put this material inside of the mixer is not going up to the mixer panel, but rather equipping it inside of your inventory so that you can hit Q, open your inventory, and quickly hotkey press it 4 times to fill it up, and then proceed on with the mission. Now, the other half of the mixology station is the Infested Phylaxis. The Infested Phylaxis is a secondary mixture that you have to go to your clan dojo and research for 24 hours in order to craft. Once crafted and you put 4 of them in, you can then fight the actual boss fight, which gives you yet another extra 1,000 reputation and a few other rewards. The boss fight is essentially the Lephantis fight from the Infested mission where you go fight the Infested Boss. And when you do engage in that, it's essentially the exact same thing as the Lephantis fight. You've got 3 different infested heads on this giant infested walker, and you wait until they use their various attacks, and you shoot inside of their open mouths. Their heads explode. Rinse and repeat this action 4 times, and you've essentially completed the boss. You still have to fight off hordes and hordes of ever-spawning infested, so just be careful and make sure you've got something like myself when I was making this video, where I was playing as my Sarin Prime with a Wraith flamethrower, an Ignis Wraith, which was really good for blasting through waves and waves and waves and waves of infested. Now, one of the sort of limited time rewards that you can get from this particular event is the bosses will all drop one of these little cysts that you need in order to craft a special trophy for your clan in your dojo. For regular clans, you need about 100 of them, so you'll have to farm it a couple of times, at least, in order to get close. And then once you've got 100 of them, it'll take a few days to craft, and you have yourself a very nice, fancy Lephantis trophy for your dojo. There's also a couple of other event rewards that you can get. You can buy some different weapons to increase your mastery level. You'll need to buy quite a few of them to kind of max out all of the mastery that you can get from it. You can also buy some formas and a couple of other items, as well as all of the components that you'll need to craft the various weapons that are currently on offer. And that is, ostensibly in a nutshell, exactly how the whole Infested event inside of the Plains of Eidolon works. Make sure that when you're doing the mixing station, you really quickly remember to put in your various Phylaxis and other juices so that you can do the boss fight and get all of your various rewards and extra reputation. And otherwise, I hope you guys and gals out there are enjoying the event, even as grindy as it can be when you're trying to find some pubbies to do it with you. And yeah, I hope you found this little mini tutorial / explainer about how the event works informative. And until next time, I've been your host, Larry. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, everybody, and have a good one.